What is going on? YouTube, you're back with the prayers. Monday, starting a new week of videos, not my first training day of the week. You guys know I typically train Sundays in the gym. And I hit Sunday's routine yesterday, but I switched up my split a little bit. I'm still on a 5-day split, but I wanted to be able to hit my chest a little bit more often throughout the week, right? I feel like my chest is a body part that is a little bit lagging behind my shoulders, my back, my arms. So typically I was just training chest on Monday, push, and then on Fridays, upper body routine. The way I split my routine up now, Sunday in the gym, I'm doing Sunday machines, legs, as well as machine chest work, right? So I'm doing some incline chest pressing on the machines. I'm doing some flat chest pressing, just because those machines, it's very easy to go up in weight in there, right? It's very easy to progressively overload. All I gotta know is I hit this amount of weight this week, let's go up in weight next week, right? It's low stress, it's low nervous system fatigue, and it's more muscular stimulation, right? So now Monday, which used to be my push workout, is now straight pull. So Sunday, legs and a little bit of chest. Monday, all pull, which you're gonna see today. Tuesday, tomorrow, will be a push workout, lower volume, right? That's what we'll be going back to our weighted dips, things like that, throwing in some shoulder work as well. Wednesday will be rest. Thursday will be lower again. Friday will be upper again, right? So I'm getting 3 days of push work, Sunday chest work, Tuesday push routine, and Friday upper routine, right? Back and pull is still gonna stay 2 days a week, just because I feel like my back, I could do more volume on each day, and I just generally have, I think, a more muscular back than my chest here, guys. So full pull workout today. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Just a few warm-up sets here, guys. You saw the muscle-ups first. 25 pounds right now. Get a nice hang going. Wake the lats up. Remember, you don't want to fatigue during your warm-up sets, right? You want your warm-up sets to be effective, but just that, warming up, right? You don't want them to be too strenuous. So last week, weighted pulls, I hit 55 pounds, 3 sets of 6, 4 sets of 6 for that matter. We're going to go 55 pounds, 3 sets of 8 today. That's the goal. Let's get it. All right, guys, like I said, 55 pounds. We got to try to get 3 sets of 8 here. 25-pound plates here, guys. These are the Rogue calibrated plates. Let's get it. Sevens. 7 is still a volume PR. We don't always have to jump up 2 reps. I said in my head, let's maybe do 7. So 3 sets of 7, I'll be very happy with that. Then I'll hit 3 sets of 8 next week on the pull session. So I'm gonna be taking about 4-minute breaks between each set here. All right, second set. So I'm resting about 3.5 minutes before I get into putting the plates on. So I end up getting about 4 minutes still in between the sets right here. Nice, smooth, powerful reps right here, guys. So remember, 4 sets of 6 is 24. I wanted to hit 3 sets of 8, which is 24 reps in 3 sets, as opposed to 24 reps in 4 sets, right? 4 by 6, first progression. 3 by 8, you match that total volume in less sets. So 3 by 7, I said it was gonna be a volume PR. It's not a volume PR in total volume, but it's a volume PR for sets, right? And then the 3 by 8 will be another volume PR in sets, and that would match my total volume, but in the least amount of sets here, guys. So what I'll end up doing is, after I hit the 3 by 7, on this 3rd set, I'll probably stand there and I'll hit 4 singles to make my volume 25, which will be an all-time volume PR with the 55. So I'll beat the 24 reps, I'll hit 25 reps, but I'll do 21 and then 4 singles. Another 4 minutes here. All right, guys. Last set, like I said, 7 plus 4. Let's get it. All right, that was 3 by 7, 21. Now 4 singles to beat the volume of 24. Just one at a time. 22. About every 15, 20 seconds, we'll catch a rep. These will be considered myo reps again. You're just breaking a little bit, no lactic acid coming out. You're still going to be engaging those type 2 motor units. Every rep here. $23. And you don't want to do sets like this too often in one given exercise, one given routine, right? You don't want to do it for all 3 of your sets of pull-ups, right? Because the myo reps, they're very taxing. They're stimulating straight into those type 2 motor units, and the nervous system is already under fatigue from the previous set. Safer to do on machines, right? On machines, you don't get that nervous system fatigue. Compounds, weighted pulls, weighted dips, squatting, overhead pressing, to do myo rep sets, again, they're very taxing. Let's go. 2 more. We maxed it. That's 24 reps. 25 to beat the volume. All right, guys. Like I said, full pull routine today. All back work. Obviously, we're going to be moving on to a horizontal exercise next, because that's how we get a perfectly balanced back workout, right? Vertical pulling and horizontal pulling. And I like to go back and forth between vertical, horizontal. Get that nice pump, full back stimulus. Let's get it. All right, weighted pull work is done. Remember, the first 2 movements, especially if you're training a specific muscle group, the first 2 movements are going to be your most bang for your buck exercise, right? Those are going to be your hardest exercise. That's where you're going to have the most energy and the most nervous system activation. So typically you would see me training front levers before my weighted pulls, but right now I want to prioritize getting my weighted pull number up. I did a whole month of front levers throughout the whole month of October. Through November we kept them in the routine. I'm slowly been creeping up on the scale too. I've been slowly increasing my calories, just trying to put a little bit more size on over the winter, trying to maintain as much minimal body fat gain as possible. Last winter when I was bulking, I increased my calories to like close to 3,700 on some days, right? I was between 35 and 3,700, but I put on way too much body fat, right? I got close to 180. I hit a max weight of 179 last January, or the beginning of January 2025 here. So I'm not going to let that happen again, right? I'm probably going to maybe hit max 170 and then cut back down if I need to, right? Right now I'm weighing around like 164-ish. So, black band, so not the lightest band, but a decently light band. This is not as heavy as my black band that I use in the park. We're gonna go front lever holds here, and hopefully, this band is gonna give me enough resistance. I might have to add a band here. And I'll take a nice 3-second hold right there, guys. So I'll probably hit 3 or 4 total sets of this. And again, we're doing full back work right now. So regardless, we're gonna have a little bit of fatigue from the weighted pulls here. But this is our main horizontal pulling exercise. Let's get it. All right, guys, second set, I had to add the red band. So when I was mid-set, I kind of felt like I didn't have enough glute engagement there. And then watching the video, go back to watch the first set, I look like I'm like this, right? Where I want to be completely like this, right? Remember, you got to get this position to here. Really squeezing, tilting, and tucking that butt in. That's what's going to keep the glutes engaged and keep you straight. Now, also, remember, Sunday's leg day. I trained legs yesterday. My legs have a little bit of fatigue on them. I'm also training with heavy sneakers on, things like that, guys. So, no excuses. Just when summertime comes and I keep in the levers in now and I'm leaner again, they're going to be that much easier. So, a much better set here. Oh yeah. Much better line. I felt the engagement of the core, felt the glute engagement a lot better there. Now, I always said this also, when you're putting the band in your feet, it's forcing you to keep the glutes engaged. If I were to take those bands, I could take this black band. Let's just do a demonstration. Just to show you guys, again, I always make this point for you guys. Because you'll hear a lot of people saying you should train the front lever with the band under the hips. Now look, I just did a set. I couldn't hold the clean front lever with the black band on set 1. But now I just got the black band under my hips here, guys. Much straighter, right? Cleaner. And again, as a drop set, under fatigue. Putting the band under your glutes, it's doing the hard work for you. It's allowing you to focus more on the pulling aspect, but it's not teaching you that glute engagement, which is critical for the front lever. I'm gonna hit this 2 more rounds. Let's go. All right, guys. Third set. Again, I'm just aiming for 3-second holds right there, trying to keep as straight of a line as possible. 1 more. All right, guys. 4th set. Let's go. Let me try to raise into this one. All right, guys, going back to a vertical pull, neutral grip here. I'm gonna be going for 2 sets of max reps, so AMRAP rounds here, as many reps as possible with a strict 3-minute break in between each set. All right, 17. And again, I'm trying to keep the lats engaged there. I'm trying to avoid really using too much kip, too much momentum. The last few reps I was giving a little bit of kip because I'm trying to take the muscle too close to failure right there, right? And I'm not just trying to drop down with RPEs, right? So trying to keep the intensity high, meaning the effort high there. 3-minute break. Let's see what we get on the second set. All right, guys, second set, 3-minute break. Let's see what we get. Ah, 15, guys, 15. Happy with that, and literally my back is burning. I can feel the lactic acid firing up and building up in my back right there. Feeling the fatigue kick in. And when you could get that connection to the lactic acid in the muscles, that'll help you with that mind-muscle connection. That'll teach you, okay, my lats are starting to burn. They're starting to get that lactic acid buildup. I must be working and connecting to them very well. So, more work to go, guys. Let's get it. All right, guys, going back to a horizontal movement. We're gonna go single arm. We're gonna be doing dumbbell rows. Now, I'll probably be alternating the variation of exercise I do from week to week in this, right? Last week I was using cables. This week I feel like going some dumbbells. So I'm just gonna mess with a 60 right now. I'm gonna start this with my left. right, 10s there. 2 sets of this only, guys. These accessory movements, there are only gonna be 2 sets, right? I did 3 sets of weighted pulls, 4 sets of front levers, 2 vertical with the neutrals, back to 2 horizontal with the single arm. All right, guys, on to some isolation work. Now, moving back to some straight arm. The front lever work, right? Even though it's horizontal pulling, it's a straight arm movement. It's technically an isolation exercise for your lats. The only joint where we're getting action of movement is from the shoulder, right? Same thing here, except now we're gonna get some repetition, some dynamic reps in. Amazing to isolate and to blow up the lats here, guys, and a good complementary exercise for front lever training. All right, we're gonna go 2 sets of this also, and then 1 more exercise to finish off the routine. All right, guys, we're gonna finish off with some rear delt work, right? Again, it was a back day, pull day. This is still a pulling exercise, and the rear delts, most people neglect them, especially if you're on a push day. Most people are gonna ignore a rear delt exercise on a push-focused routine. So, when we're going low to high, reverse flies here, guys. Peep it. You guys have seen these in a few videos back. Ah, 15 reps, guys. And just like last time I showed you guys, if you don't have cables, you guys can do this on the rings, right? You guys can do reverse flies on the rings or even on like a TRX machine, right? Boom, you grab your rings like this. And see, I'm so fatigued from that set right there. You would just fly out, which you've seen me do many times on the rings there also, guys. Super fatiguing set, 1 set to failure, all I needed to finish off the routine. Full pull workout. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be back to push. So I'll be hitting chest and shoulders tomorrow. That's why I didn't want to do more than 1 set. Just 1 nice set to get some blood pumping into the rear delts. And they are pumped right now, guys. The rowing, the front levers, they're all going to engage the rear delts, but this is going to really isolate them a lot better. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the content lately. You have a question or comment, you already know, leave it in the comment section. Like the video, share with your friends and your family. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all support. Peace out. BARNATURALS.
They all love to talk, you know they do that shit the most. Think you on my level, boy, but you ain't even close.